What's up, you guys? What's up? Thanks for coming on here. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much. I hope you like what you see. These are waist length, large, knotless. Large waist length, knotless. And you guys, I was tired when I did these braids. My client, I kind of squeezed her in because it was at the end of the day. So I think I did these braids in 2.5 hours or less. But I got it done because when I'm tired, I make sure I stay very focused and I watch the clock, because at the end of the day, the client is not trying to be in there all day. So time maintenance is everything. Being able to keep up with time management in this industry is everything. And if you guys don't mind subscribing, if you're not already a subscriber, if you would consider it, that would be great. So this is Sugar Salon TV. I'm a licensed stylist, over 30 years in the industry. And just doing some waist length, large knotless. So knotless, what's the whole thing about knotless? You know, the whole big deal about knotless is they don't pull your hair, because you're pretty much just feeding the hair into the braid. So it's not pulling, whereas a traditional box braids, you're pretty much adding hair at the root, and then you gotta kind of pull a little bit to make sure that the hair is added kind of really good at the root. So with the knotless, you know, it's not as much pulling, it's not a knot. It looks very seamless. And so knotless, they just blew up. When they came out, everybody started wanting knotless. So it's very rare that I do traditional box braid. If I do, then it's probably on a younger client. And I do ages 13 and up. If someone calls me and have a child that's younger, I will refer them to another stylist. A couple of different stylists that I know. So anyway, just working my way. Trying to get it done. Again, like I said, it didn't take but a little over 2 hours. And these are large knotless waist length. So you guys, I had to say something about this gel. Like, what is all this gel on my hand? It seemed like I got like 5 pounds of gel on the back of my hand. Look, see, I froze it for you guys. Hilarious to me. Like when I had a team of stylists, they would laugh at me all the time when I would help them do their braid downs. And they would usually use the product Jam. The Jam. And you know, Jam is green. So I would use so much that my hands would be green, and they would be laughing at me because. So I'm so glad, even though this gel looks kind of yellow, it's really clear. It goes on clear, so it's really not yellow. But I just had this, it just took me back because I really cannot braid without using some type of edge control. And this edge control that you see on the back of my hand is ECO, E-C-O, 48 hour. It's my favorite. It has black castor oil in it, and it has flaxseed oil in it. So I use it on my clients when I'm doing braids. You know, it really helps their hair not to be dry because it has all that oil in it already. And then, you know, I smooth down the roots of their hair with it. And then I also use it as I braid down. And you see she has color treated hair. One time I did, she's a very long time client. Used to come to my storefront. So one time I did a sew-in on her, and I did like ombre color on the tracks on the see, here's this black castor and flaxseed oil. My favorite. This is my favorite edge control right here, Eco. So I just wanted to show you guys that, since I'm just hyping it up. But it's my favorite. Like every stylist and braider, we all have our own favorite products that we like to use. So to each his own, but that one is my favorite. And the reason I like it, because it's not like really greasy, but it's kind of heavy, and it helps me to grip and keeps my clients' hair hydrated when they're wearing braids. So you guys, I made it so easy for you to subscribe. All you have to do is just scan this QR code. That's all you have to do, is just put your phone like you're going to take a picture of it. Once you pull it up, it'll just pop up it'll take you right to my YouTube channel, which is Sugar Salon TV. And then you will see the subscribe button sitting right there staring at you. And all you got to do is just smash it. So you guys are helping me out greatly. And I'm taking this channel to another level. I'm going to add some new stuff eventually on my channel that's different than the content you're already seeing. And there's a couple of other things I want to do to add to my channel soon. So stay tuned for that. The videos that I'm doing, I'm trying to make sure they're not way too long, because I know you probably want to get on here and get off and see what you need to see. So my favorite braiding hair that I like to use is Expressions Pre-Stretched Hair. That's my favorite. You know, I prefer not to use braiding hair that's really silky. This hair, in my opinion, it's kind of have a little texture to it. So for me, it's easier to grip because it's more coarse. So this works for me. And you guys, please, if you could give me a thumbs up, give me a like on this video right here, that'll be great. Just smash that like button. Just smash it right now. And that will be appreciative. And you guys see all this hair she has. And like I said, I finished in about 2.5 hours. I wasn't playing, you guys. I was not playing. And you see she has color treated hair. So like I said, I had done a sew-in, traditional sew-in on her. And I had colored the hair ombre blonde. And after she had that look, she just decided that she wanted to color her own hair. And so, you know, one thing about coloring hair, it's all well and good if you want to do that. You know, I'm a licensed stylist with, you know, over 30 years in the industry. So my take on that is, you know, a lot of times people get their hair colored and then they kind of disappear from the salon, you know, and you feel like you can take care of it at home, and you feel like you can go online and buy Olaplex and all of this other stuff. But the thing of it is, when you're ordering products online, you don't know if they're authentic. It could be a knockoff. You just don't know. So I always advise people before they get coloring their hair, whether it's a new client or whether it's a current client or whether you've been coming to me before Jesus was born. It doesn't matter. I'm going to give you the same advice, and that's, you know, once you get coloring your hair, you don't need to disappear from the salon. Like, don't just disappear. Because if you do that, you're going to start having some breakage and all of that. You know, you have color treated hair, you need to come in. And, you know, I don't recommend heat, which means silk presses. You know, you got to have some alternative options. You got to have a plan B, because you just coming in getting silk presses And all that heat, that's not good for anyone's hair, whether it's color treated or not. So a lot of times my color treated clients, I don't see them as often as I would recommend them to come in. But again, my recommendation does not change. If you have color treated hair, you need to come in and get your deep treatments at least once every maybe 2 months. And then you need to be coming in getting a steam hydration as well. Or you can come in and get that steam hydration and treatment at the same time. But like I put in a practical way to people, like having color treated hair is like, okay, when your hair wasn't color treated, it's almost like you had a Toyota. And then when you get color treated hair, it's like, okay, you just bought a Mercedes. So you went from a Toyota to a Mercedes, meaning that you're going to have more upkeep, more maintenance. So if you're not prepared to really spend the revenue or the money, you're not willing to spend the additional funds that you have to keep your hair healthy with color treated hair, then I don't really recommend it. If you're willing to spend the additional money to get your hair color treated, to take care of the upkeep of it, then by all means go ahead. But make sure that the stylist is licensed and make sure they're experienced with color treated hair. Like, just because they're licensed and just because they're working in a salon does not necessarily mean that they have the experience. And color can make your hair fall out in a week or a couple of days. So you want to make sure that the person, has experience with coloring hair, because a lot of times they don't. So not trying to badmouth any stylist, just educating you on my channel. I know I'm doing braids, but her hair is color treated. So I just wanted to touch on that subject, because a lot of people come to me and they have breakage and damaged hair from, going to a hairstylist who did their color, but they didn't have experience, Anytime you're getting a chemical, you need to make sure that person has experience. Not that they're just licensed, not that they're just in a salon, but experience. Years of experience, because otherwise you may see some breakage and damage. And it's okay to want color treated hair, but you need to do your due diligence and vet, meaning research the hairstylist, ask for pictures, ask them how long they've been doing color. You deserve to ask the questions and vet the stylist, because at the end of the day, God only gives us one head of hair. We get one head of hair, and that's it. All we get is one head of hair. So you have to do your due diligence. You can't go by pictures you see on social media. You have to ask about the experience.